Okay, so when a CFO is looking at a new sustainability initiative, what then are the kind of the top three things that a sustainability team is probably wanting to hide a bit, brush under the carpet, the thing that they're least prepared to answer, Paul?
I mean, with my strategy hat on, I would say a very clear one would be: is the strategy going to be defensive or offensive? I notice a lot of the commentators and the analysts talk about that, and we can know from a football analogy what that's all about. And the thing about it is that if you are pursuing the defensive or an offensive, they require certain talent capability within the organisation, and that is something that I would look at very closely. And then the other thing would be the word I would say would be value. Is this going to be creating new value, i.e., fresh value? Is it about maintaining current value? Or is it something that's going to be disruptive? Or is it incremental? So the rate of pace, because I think in strategy, cadence is very important. And the third area I would say is all about capital allocation. Has this been written in the CFO language? And in this recent conversation I've been having, people have put it to me that part of the challenge is one of language and mindsets. And it is, yeah. I'll stop for there, but I think those are two areas that are very important to this.
Well, let's bring Mark back into it then. Mark, what are the things that you think that the sustainability teams are least prepared or willing to answer?
I, Again, I see very different types of sustainability teams. I'll give you a couple of lenses. So at a global level, with very large, globally listed, multi-jurisdictional corporates, even the most sophisticated teams, when the CFO says how much and what's my outcome and when, they won't be able to answer that coherently. They can give some kind of generalist answer and everything else, but the CFO is tough, like I was. Okay. So how much? Because in this current really tough geopolitical times, sustainability was kind of perceived to take a back seat. It hasn't taken a back seat. You only look at what's going on in Asia Pacific and the emergence of major regulations. Businesses need to be prepared. So that's number one. And they're not prepared for it. And I have done it in both sides. When I've asked my lot, when I was the CFO, CEO Hadlow, and I'd asked them, well, how much? Where's my, when am I going to effectively get it back? The second one is, what happens if you're wrong? So you tell me all of this, and you tell us that we're going to do all of this, whether it's integration of the environment within the business. And remember, ESG is not just about carbon and environment, societal impact, supply chain, modern slavery, which I know we'll talk about no doubt later. So what happens if you're wrong? And underpinning that is that, let's say you get this wrong and my customers or my suppliers turn around and go, we need all of this information. And I come to you and he or she says, we haven't got it. What then? And I think that I agree with Paul about that kind of cultural piece. It's the teams will often go, no, this is going to be great. This is the plan. It's going to be fine. But actually, in reality, it's the risk scenario of, well, what happens if it doesn't go right? They're the two I'd say that they're least prepared for. And when I'm advising or I'm providing assurance, as well as heading up MH's internal policies, I challenge that all the time. And no one yet has got it. No one yet has met both questions.